สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Hot Thai Kitchen. Today I am making a sweet snack. It's something called Pang Ji. Pang means flour and Ji means to sear. These are little chewy coconut pancakes, but today I'm gonna make mine with banana as well. The most important ingredient in Pang Ji is the flour, okay? And the flour that I'm using is glutinous rice flour. It's basically flour made from sticky rice. It comes in a bag like this and it's usually green. Don't get the red one. The red one is regular rice flour, and if you get that, you're not gonna have the same chewy texture that's iconic to Pang Ji. Next, let's look at the bananas. Now, Pang Ji does not need to have bananas in them. However, I love adding bananas because it sort of softens the texture and adds a sweet fruitiness to it that I think makes a big difference. I'm using gloi nam wa or nam wa bananas, and I'm using frozen ones today, like this. And you can get it at Asian grocery stores. If you can get fresh ones, yay, even better. This is sort of the package that I get at my store. Yours might look a little bit different. There are some that are pre-steamed, and those will have sort of a grayish purple color. Don't use that one because those are not as ripe. What you want to do is just thaw them and then mash them up. You can use regular bananas as well, and you'll get a very different flavor from it. So just make sure there are no big chunks. Little chunks are okay. It'll sort of add texture. I'm using 2 types of coconut in this recipe. Dry shredded coconut. Make sure it's unsweetened. In Thailand, we use fresh grated coconut, but the dry ones will work just as well. And then the second one is sort of my addition, but it's also sort of a new trendy thing in Thailand, is to use young coconut meat. Now, I don't have fresh young coconut meat, but I do have the canned ones, which work really well. The cans look like that, and it'll say young coconut meat. And the young coconut meat will sort of add a different texture, something that's softer, yet it's still a little bit chewy. Together with the dry shredded coconut, it's just so much better. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some coconut milk with some palm sugar. Now, I'm using palm sugar because I love the caramelly, butterscotchy flavor that it adds. You could just use white sugar if you wanted to. Just gonna put this on the stove on low just until the sugar is dissolved. I'm not cooking it, I'm not reducing it. In fact, don't reduce it because you want to keep all that liquid. And I just want to make sure that the sugar is dissolved. So that's now a really delicious syrup just in and of itself. And I want to let this cool so it doesn't cook my flour when I add it. Now is the simplest part. You just mix all the other ingredients together. So the flour. If you find that all glutinous rice flour is just a little too chewy, you can also do like 25% regular rice flour and you will get something that's more tender. I didn't use all 4 of the bananas. This is probably just about 3. So half a cup in total. The shredded coconut, young coconut, just a little salt, sharpen up the sweetness a little. Okay, so now that's cool. I'm going to pour it all in. The rice flour doesn't absorb too much water, so just a little bit of liquid, as you can see, can really moisten a whole lot of flour. Now, if at this point you feel that it's too thick, you can add a little bit of liquid, but you don't want it running because you want to be able to control the shape and the size of the pancake. So if it's too runny, then you get thin pancakes. So, ready to cook. And you do want a non-stick pan for this because these things stick. I mean, they're sticky rice flour, right? Medium low heat. You want it to cook slow and gentle because it's quite a thick batter. And I do just about a tablespoon of batter per piece. And it should just have a gentle sizzle sound as it hits the pan. If it starts going psh, as soon as you hit it, you probably over darken the bottoms. And you're just going for a nice golden brown color. An easy way to test is to just, take a peek. And if it's not brown, then it's not ready. Let's see. Yeah, that's what you're going for. Modifications. If this is a little too plain Jane for you, you can use black sticky rice flour, which I can't find here, but if you're in Thailand, you can substitute 30% black sticky rice flour and it'll turn a beautiful purple and it'll have a really nice flavor. Or instead of bananas, you can do taro, mashed cooked taro, or you can leave the bananas out altogether and try the traditional original type, which only has coconuts in it. So here they are, my bang ji. Now here's the trick. When they're still piping hot, don't lay them on top of each other like I did because they'll tend to stick together. You can still separate it, but it's just a bit harder. Let them cool down on their own a little bit and then you can arrange it however you want. Let's take one here. And if you can see, the texture, look how chewy that is. Ooh. So it's super dense too, so that's why you want to make small pieces. It's not, you know, the fluffy American pancakes. This is like mochi. All right, let's give it a taste. Takes a while to chew. So chewy, it's like nom nom nom, so satisfying to eat. And what I love about adding the bananas is it softens the texture up a bit and it adds almost like a slight acidity that makes it not too sweet. Oh, so good. Do give this a try, and when you do, let me know how it goes. Send me a photo, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And the recipe, as always, is on hotthaikitchen.com, and I will see you next time for your next delicious Thai meal.